Hi class, my name is Sydney Blackwood, and I chose to do my TED Talk on the foster care system. I'd like you to imagine that you're a nurse at a small town urgent care, and a young mother comes in with her 1-year-old daughter, who's extremely sick and has a severe case of pink eye. Upon examining her and speaking with the doctor, it's determined that she needs a full panel of labs done, and that's not offered at this urgent care. So the mother's then told to go to the local ER. The mom leaves. Now, due to the severity of this child's sickness, the nurse calls the ER to ensure that she got care, only to learn that the child had never arrived at the ER for said care. As a mandated reporter, this nurse contacts the local child protective services to report neglect, and a social worker is then dispatched out to the apartment. Upon entering this apartment, it's extremely filthy, and she learns there's no water and there's no electricity on in this apartment. The 1-year-old is more sick than she was days prior, and they also find a 5-year-old there who is also sick and extremely malnourished. These two children are taken into the foster care system immediately. The year is 2001, and this is my sister and I. Now, this is just one case of how a child can enter the foster care system. And there's many others. However, 61% of children who enter the foster care system is due to neglect. And another 32% is due to parental drug use. And those statistics alone are terrifying. A recent documentary that took the world by storm was that of Gabriel Fernandez. And that showed the terrifying things that could happen to children who enter the foster care system, of children who need to enter the foster care system, and just how easy it is for something to slip through the cracks in a system that is so overwhelmed. If 60 to 90 kids enter every day, imagine the caseload for each social worker. Now, that doesn't justify not giving adequate care to each of these children because they deserve it. But it just goes to prove that we need to do better. In my short time at SF State, I got to meet Senator John Burton. Now, he is someone who is actively attempting to change the foster care system. He spends every birthday at one of the state schools and invites all of the foster students from those schools that are in foster programs. SF State's is called Guardian Scholars. And he celebrates his birthday with them. Except he gives us gifts. He celebrates us every birthday that he has. And a few years ago, when we were there, he asked how many placements each of us had been in. Pass the mic around. Some people said 1, 5, 7, then it got to 10, to 15, to 22. And the senator sat up there and shed a few tears because it's just so sad that each of these kids had to go through so many homes. For what? I'd like everyone to know that there's so much that we can do out there to help this system that is overwhelmed, that all these children who need help. Look at your local foster care agency, reach out. You can become a big brother, a big sister to these programs and help advocate for these kids. You could be someone who takes them to do things that they wouldn't get the chance to do had someone else not stepped up. There's also, of course, the fundraisers. They do food drives. I know every year there's a school drive, which also helps. And if possible, any one of us can become a foster parent as well. This could really help change the direction that the system is going in. It could help be an exception so that foster kids don't have all the negativity, and so that the foster care system doesn't have so much negativity surrounded upon what they do. This system is meant to help these kids. And it does help many, but then there's also some out there it doesn't help. So I would love if everyone could just reach out to see what you can do, to even donate if you can. And Imagine the difference in these kids' lives that we could make if we all just tried to do better and tried to reach out. Thank you.